Hello everybody and welcome back to X4, where I was really planning on having this station completed by the time we finished this episode. Unfortunately, my day job intervened and that kind of didn't happen. So instead, we get some truly riveting and captivating content, which is organizing the fleet. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean maybe the other thing. Hopefully it turns out okay. But for right now, the Paranid Monument is still under construction. We'll go ahead and accept that estimate, just to make sure they've got the money that they need. Wonderful. And I did let this run for a couple of hours today, but I was just unable to leave it running as long as I had hoped. So with any luck, next episode that will be completed. And for now, we're just going to work on organizing our personal fleet, which is going to be interesting, to be sure. So how do I want to do this? Well, it needs to be based around one ship, right? One ship needs to be in command. And that one ship should probably be one of the Raptors. So we're going to tell the other Raptor to, I think, intercept for commander, since the Raptors have a lot of small ships. Okay, so that will pop them up over here, and we will just go ahead and rename this fleet at this point. Yeah, there are these docked ships, that's fine. We will rename this fleet to the First Fleet. Wonderful. Okay. So, these Raptors, how many ships are they supposed to have each? Let's check it in the extra large shipyards. So, size XL, Raptor carrier. So, they can have 21 docks, and they can have stored 100. I kind of, for one thing, don't think that we can supply that in full right now. I mean, realistically, 121. That would mean 60 and 61 of the Eclipse and Elite Vanguards. And I really don't think we have 60... Well, maybe we do have 61 Elite Vanguards, but we don't have enough to put in for the second Raptor, let alone the other carriers that we've got, the Colossus. And I think we're going to tell... We're actually going to rename this one, because I accidentally renamed this previously. We're going to rename this to the Colossus Vanguard. Wonderful. And all three of these Colossus Vanguards are going to be assigned to the First Fleet in the attack role, which will be the Beta group. Okay. So we've got our First Fleet here. And we'll just go ahead and probably set this up in maybe like a semicircle formation if we can. We don't have the skill for a Actually, is there? Yeah, we do have the skill for a semicircle. There we go. So we'll go for a semicircle formation for that. Now, escort craft. The Behemoth Vanguards. We need to decide, right? What roles we want the Behemoth Vanguards and what roles we want the Odysseus Vanguards to be in. So, let's hop into our extra large shipyard, and we will check that. So for the Odysseus Sentinels, this is XL, we need to be size L. For the Odysseus Sentinels, they have a reasonable ship capacity, although not much at a time. Their storage capacity is reasonably high, so they might be decent defense ships. And let's see here, we want them to be high preset. Their average turret output, let's actually check their burst and sustained. 4,000 and 265, okay. Good to know. And they default come with beam turrets and flak turrets. Okay. So let's check in on the... Actually, we have Odysseus Vanguards, don't we? No, we have Behemoth Vanguards. That's right. So we'll high preset that, and this comes with flak turrets as well, and beam turrets, and 2 Behemoth main batteries. Okay, and this has up to 44 small ships contained within it. That's fine. In terms of its damage output is slightly lower than the Odysseus Sentinel. And the Odysseus Sentinel actually has a little bit more in terms of the ships as well. Okay, so the Odysseus Sentinel, I think, are perhaps better frontline. Let's see here. They have about 200k hull and shield compared to about a little over that. So the Behemoth Vanguards are a little tankier. They're a little more durable, but they pack a little bit less of a punch. That's the trade-off there. Okay. So I think having the Behemoth Vanguards be the ones that hang back and sit in defense is probably the correct call. So how many Behemoth Vanguards do we actually have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 Behemoth Vanguards. That's fine. So we'll assign those to the defense role in the Gamma group. Fantastic. So this fleet is already pretty powerful, although it's definitely lacking in the smaller ships. And we're just going to bypass the Eclipse and Elite Vanguards for right now. And we're going to go straight down. We're also going to bypass the Nemesis. We're going to go straight down to the Odysseus. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We may want to consider doubling that. Let's build a few more of these Odysseus Sentinels. Specifically, we're going to build 10 of them. We'll confirm that order. We're lacking the hull parts, but that is just fine. We're not too concerned about that. They'll come in eventually. And for right now, we want to set the Odysseus Vanguards that we have currently... Oh, wow. We're building 4 Elite Vanguards at a time? I don't hate that. That's going pretty well. We're going to take these and we're going to put them into our fleet up here, and this is going to be in the attack group, not in the beta group. That's where the 3 Colossus Vanguards are. But we're actually going to maybe not put them all in like this. Okay, so we have a total of 5, so we can have 4 Behemoth Vanguards here. I'm going to move these 4 Behemoth Vanguards to protect this Raptor in the defense group, the Alpha defense group. Wonderful. We don't care about these docked ships. We're going to... We're going to assign them slightly differently a little bit later on. But that is to defend the Raptor. And then we're going to take another 4, and we're going to have them defend this Colossus Vanguard. Wonderful. Okay. Don't care about those docked ships. And then we're going to have these defend this Colossus Vanguard. Wonderful. We're just going to split them up a little bit like this, so that they stick with their designated carrier. Now, the attack group we might do differently, but for the defense groups, we'll do it like so. So this is defend in the Alpha. Wonderful. Again, we don't care about those docked ships. And then these 4 Behemoth Vanguards, well, they're going to stay put. They are assigned to the core Raptor, so that is fine. Wonderful. So, Eclipse Vanguards should be with attack ships, and Elite Vanguards should be intercepting for defense ships, I think. And then Nemesis would be attacking. And we'll probably put them in an attack group, but we need to put how many of them into a Colossus and how many of them into a Raptor. That's the question here. Because we want the medium ships to be dockable. So, let's go into our large, extra large shipyard. And actually, this will be, yeah, the large, extra large, that's correct. For the Raptor, this can carry 31. Okay. And we have a mix of Vanguards and Sentinels. And I think we're going to do exactly what it says on the tin. And we're going to put the Vanguards in the front, and we're going to put the Sentinels in the back. So how many Sentinels do we have here? This is a lot, but not as many, perhaps, as I would like. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I may have lost count there. This is not as many as we need, though. I can tell you that for a fact. So these Nemesis Sentinels are going to be assigned to this raptor. So we're going to assign them in over here, and they are going to be in a perhaps defense role. Yes, I think they're going to be in a defense role. And anything assigned to a raptor will be in that defense role. Anything assigned to a Colossus will be in an attack role. So those would be the Nemesis Vanguards, of course. So these Nemesis Vanguards will all be assigned to a Colossus here. And they will be put in to, I think we'll go for this Colossus here in an attack with commander role. So we'll put that in the beta group for now. Wonderful. Okay. Next, just how many Eclipse Vanguards do we have here? I don't really want to count them all. Does it have a tally? Actually, it does. It has a tally right here. I'm a moron. Okay, so Eclipse Vanguards. How many do we have here? We have 181. That's a pretty good amount of Eclipse Vanguards. How many Elite Vanguards do we currently have? We have 84. Okay. We're working on a Nemesis Sentinel and an Odysseus Sentinel right now. That's fine. So these Odysseus Vanguards should, of course, be assigned to attack with. And so the Odysseus Vanguards... We ordered Odysseus Sentinels, right? Yes, we did. Okay, so Odysseus Vanguards should be ordered to attack with and should be placed with the... Just trying to think here. We ordered 10 Odysseus Sentinels, which are where in the list here? Here they are. We actually need to remove 2 of these, I think. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Okay, we don't care about what's currently in these groups. This is all completely fine. Wonderful. So how many ships can fit in a Raptor? How many small ships can fit in a Raptor? That's the SM Wharf. What am I doing? We're going to go back, and we're going to grab the large extra large. We're going to check in a Raptor. That can fit a total of 101 in a Raptor. So those Raptors should definitely be containing 101 Elite Vanguards each. Now, we don't currently have 101 Elite Vanguards, but the reason they're all containing purely Elite Vanguards is because the Raptors are not set to go in. So the Elite Vanguards are going to be intercepting. So we're going to tell all of these to intercept for Commander, and this is going to go not in the Alpha group, but rather in the Epsilon group. Could take a little bit for that many to get sorted in. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Now, how many can be fit in a Colossus Vanguard? That is the next question. In the Colossus Vanguard, it can fit a total of 48. Okay, so we're going to put attack ships in with them in the attack with commander setting. And we're just going to grab up to 48 Eclipse Vanguards here. There we go. And inside of this Colossus, we are going to tell them to attack with commander. And this is going to be in the Gamma group. Wonderful. Okay. And then the next Colossus Vanguard here is going to have the next 48 Eclipse Vanguards. Which, how many do we have here? 133? Oh, we have quite a lot. Okay. We have quite a lot left over here. So that is how many? That is 41. And that's 48. Fantastic. Okay, so we're putting that into here in the attack with commander. This goes into the Beta group. Wonderful. Technically, that should be in the Gamma group. So we'll actually just shift that over to the Gamma group. Because the Beta group is supposed to be the Nemesis Vanguards that we don't currently have on hand. The Eclipse Vanguards here, we're going to go down... Whoa! I just grabbed 48. We'll take it. And we're going to tell them to attack with Commander in that Gamma group. Fantastic. Okay, now we do have some Eclipse Vanguards to spare here. 37 of them. And what do we want to do with those? Well, those could be assigned to some of the escort ships, these Behemoth Vanguards. How many small ships can a Behemoth Vanguard hold? Let's check. This is plan build, not build ships. What am I even doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to build ships, and this is going to be size L, Behemoth Vanguards, 44. Okay. That is definitely going to be a lot. We currently have 37 here, so we're just going to... Let's see, these are on defense. Yeah, those are Behemoth Vanguards. They should really probably... Yeah, this would be Elite Vanguards that would go into here, for sure, since that's on defense. And then this over here, these are all Nemesis Vanguards. It should be in the Alpha group. This Behemoth Vanguard, excellent. Then we would attack with Commander in the... Attack with Commander. Alpha Current. Can we not assign them to this Behemoth Vanguard? Or did I just not select them? I may have not had them selected. that would potentially do the trick. Attack with Commander in the Alpha group. Yep, that was indeed the problem. Okay, so those 37 ships will go into this Behemoth Vanguard. And this is going to be the overall structure of how this is going to work, this fleet. So this is going to be an incredibly powerful fleet, and we're just going to continue pouring in the Nemesis Sentinels, the Odysseus Sentinels. The Elite and Eclipse Vanguards are going to really need to be pumped out, as well as the Nemesis for a while. But I don't know if this is going to be enough ships that we have ordered. That's the overall way that we're going to set this up. So these Sentinel ships here, we are going to have... Well, these are all Odysseus Vanguards. So we're going to take 4 of these, and we're going to place this in with the Colossus here. So these Behemoth Vanguards are on defense. We're going to place the Odysseus Vanguards on attack with Commander. I may have broken this again. Well, I didn't break it, but I may be using it wrong again. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. This is all within the Colossus Vanguard. What am I even talking about? We need to put this into attack with Commander, and they would probably just be in the same role as all of these, but I want them in a separate group. So we'll put them in the Delta group. Yes, that is how I want this loaded out. Fantastic. So we're going to take these Odysseus Vanguards, and we are going to tell them to attack with the Colossus Vanguard, and that is going to be in the Delta group. Now we're kind of out of Odysseus Vanguards. We're going to need 2 more, but we're going to place those 2 into this Colossus Vanguard in the Delta group, like so. And then this Odysseus Sentinel, this Nemesis Sentinel, these are going to need to be filtered in. We're going to have to figure out where we want these. To some degree, it doesn't matter, and we just need to get these ships filtered in. That is true. Where is our current fleet located? It's in Path to Profit. Oh my. There are a lot of things around here. If we tell this to fly over here, off they go. That is kind of bonkers how many ships are going to be over here. They're not entirely over here yet, though. So that's the general loadout of how our fleet is going to be set up, with a combination of interception, attack, and defense. There's a fourth category, isn't there? No, defend, attack, and intercept. Okay, yep. So we're going to have a mixture of that, and we're going to have ships that are designed to fill each of those roles, filling each of those roles. And I am noticing that this kind of isn't telling us exactly how many ships are in this fleet. I'm wondering if we can see in perhaps a dedicated fleet view. I don't really see one because we don't currently see how many small-sized ships are in here. So we won't actually necessarily know if things get blown up. That said, this fleet is probably scary enough that we don't need to worry too much about that. It'll just, massacre anything in its way, in theory. At least once we get it fully decked out with all of its fighters and medium-sized ships. So as these finish up, I'll filter them in, but I'll probably do it in batches, so our number of unassigned ships is going to go up and down with some pretty major fluctuation, and I'll just keep filtering them in. And once our first fleet is finished here, then we can start thinking about making a second fleet. I want to have, potentially, depending on how long I continue this series and whether I decide to, destroy everyone or whatever, I kind of want to have up to 5 of these fleets. It's going to take a really long time. Be kind of bonkers. But it would also be kind of hilarious. At any rate, I think that's pretty good for this filler episode, and next episode I should certainly have time to let this station finish up. Now, again, it bears noting we're going to have to wait for the turrets to build on here after the disc defense platforms. So just getting this done isn't necessarily going to do the trick, and I'm not sure exactly when those turrets will get done, how long that will take. So that'll be kind of interesting to get that set up. I may start the episode partway into the speech because I missed that it was finishing, but hopefully not. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.